What's up, guys? I'm Laura from Reading in Bed. Today is Tuesday, December 12th, and well, we're here to do our thing with the 2017 short story advent calendar. Very quickly before I get started, I have some exciting news. I'm going to be on CJSR radio late tomorrow night. They have a program called Word that's on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. So this is where they talk about all things literary here in Edmonton. And I'm going to be on along with a bookseller from Audrey's Books, and we're going to be talking about our favorite books of the year and books for gift giving and all that kind of stuff. So I guess I have to figure out what my favorite books of the year are, like today or tomorrow. But I'll put some links below.
Is short story?
Could be short stories, yeah. Yeah, I can pick whatever books I want and just talk about them on the radio tomorrow night. It'll be after you're in bed then, unfortunately. But those of you who like to stay up late, yeah, it'll be 10 Mountain Time. So I'll put some links about that below.
10 Mountain Time?
Yeah, well, some people watching are in different time zones, right?
Yeah.
We're in the Mountain Time zone. So, let's talk about yesterday's story real quick. Now, the name of the story is Skinks. The name of the author, I did try to do some research. I looked to see if he had any videos on YouTube in which his name would be pronounced, and there were not. So his name is Brent Van Staldunen. That's my best.
Wait, can you say it again?
Brent Van Staldunen.
Staldunen.
Yeah, that's my best guess. I'm not sure. It's kind of a tough name. So skinks, well, first of all, skinks are lizards. I think I kind of knew that because we have one at our zoo, I believe. And the story itself is about a boy who stepfather is in the hospital. He seems to be not doing very well, and eventually we learn that not only is he in the hospital, but he is also under arrest, and something really bad happened. He hurt someone and got hurt, and like it's just not looking good for this kid. Now, child narrators, I'm always a little like, I don't know, I'm always a little dubious about child narrators. And at first I was finding this particular child narrator a little too precocious, a little too, thinking in metaphors and stuff that I'm like, is a kid really going to think that? It's hard to say how old he is. In my mind, this kid was about 9. His name is Dilly. And yeah, it wasn't quite clicking with me, although after I read it, I really did like the story. I liked some of just like the little set pieces, I guess, just some of the images you get from reading it. And when I read the author interview, he said it all started from just something, I can't remember if he actually saw or just thought of like this kid standing outside a hospital and looking up, and that's sort of where the story started. Yes, Ben?
You gotta read about the next story if it's appropriate.
I am. Yeah, I'm just going to finish real quick talking about this one. So basically all I want to say is that I think I'm going to sit with this one a bit, maybe even read it again. I know a lot of the other readers liked it, and I did like it too. Child narrators always throw me off a little bit, or usually do. So, but I did like this. I liked the imagery. I liked the skinks. There were a couple skinks in the story. It was tough to place this one in a particular setting or time as well. Maybe that's not important. Maybe it could be anywhere, right? So yeah, that was Skinks. That was a good one. Now let's take a look at number 12. Okay, so here's what the cover looks like. Any guesses as to what this one could be about?
Bees.
Bees?
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Henry?
Beehive?
A beehive? Okay, well, let's check it out. Now,
Wait, no! Colonies.
Colonies?
Maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a thick one, and the seal doesn't want to go. Okay, here we go. So here's the story. It is called Souterrain by Maggie Shipstead. Okay, that is a name I'm familiar with. I haven't read. I think she wrote Astonish Me. Yeah, she's the author of Astonish Me and Seating Arrangements. She is a frequent blurber. I think that's more how I know her, is that she blurbs a lot of books.
What does blurbs mean?
That means like, sometimes on the back of a book there's a little like quote from someone else that says, this book was great, from whatever author. It's just like, little tiny mini reviews, I guess. So yeah, I mean, she's done lots of stuff. We got a long bio there. And the story originally appeared in Guernica. So this is a 28-page story. I think that's about the same length as the other longer story that we had a couple of days ago. So this one I may end up reading tonight. It might take me longer than my lunch break. But yeah, let's take a look, see if we can read the... Yeah, I think we can read the first paragraph. All right. Pierre Millard lay dying of a stroke in his creaky old canopy bed at the age of 76. Above him drooped a swag of faded blue, patterned with tiny silver stars, but he did not see it. Born blind, he saw nothing, not even darkness. In the cool and quiet pre-dawn, sheets and plumes of numbness and electricity traveled through his body in silent, spectacular auroras. As his mind crackled and clouded, it returned him to his earliest memory. It goes on from there.
What's a stroke?
A stroke? I'm not even sure what the correct definition of it is. It's like, oh boy, that's embarrassing. I think it's like something happens to your brain, and it can sort of like leave a lot of lasting damage. You can be left paralyzed, or you might not be able to get out of bed. You might not be able to speak.
Look it up.
I'll look it up after. My phone I'm using it to film. Well, that's embarrassing when your kid asks you a very basic question and you can't answer it. So I think I'm going to sign off now. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll tell you what I thought of this story and we'll reveal day 13. Thanks for watching.